government with, and they're required to. I'm not sure if you know Federal Acquisition Regulation 15.6, but the government is not only required to give attention to unsolicited proposals, but the value of those unsolicited proposals when put together competently. And that's another thing, for the industry is I've actually stepped away from directly doing business with the government, and I'm a support system. I support specific contractors on specific projects that fall within my you know I don't like to do the same thing. When you've been in the business this long, I don't want to do one thing over and over again, and I don't want my firm to be bound to being a specific trade or being a consultant. Whatever's fun, right?
Right.
That's why I got into the business. If I wanted to do the same shit every day, I would I'd go work for somebody else. But being able to be creative and being able to be agile, right? What's the definition of agile, right? It's being
Right.
able to move freely, uh, easily. Uh, so I try to stay dangerous, up to date on all the information I participate. 25 hours of continuous learning modules per week. I'm always keeping my tools sharp or acquiring new ones, and
All right.
I expect the same thing from my guys.
Awesome, awesome. So when you say you don't bid and you do the non-solicitation type of work, do you feel like that's a great way for somebody that's trying to get into government contracting to focus on, because the bidding piece
Of
is
course.
very competitive. So, or when you do
Yeah,
the
I don't compete, and
right,
I don't bid.
right,
I find a project. I work the contracting strategy, right?
right,
It's not something that's made up. If you go look through the Army Corps of Engineers 51C dash 11.6, it's a 8-week process, right? It's an
right.
8-week process of uh, approaching the government and competently displaying your firm's ability to uh, uh, receive information, to ask the right questions, to submit, um, you know, your capabilities, and receive critical feedback and adjust accordingly. And that's all the government's looking for, right? Is
Right.
they don't want somebody who says, okay, yes, we are perfect all the time. They want somebody who can communicate effectively and can take direction and constructive criticism
All
and
right.
apply it to the field.
Okay, awesome. So you've built this agile defense system, and you've been working and I think that's an awesome move for doing non-soliciting work. So because I can tell, I can see how that saves you a lot of time with all the the back and forth with the whole RFP or RFIs and stuff like that. So for now, are you using any type of optimization tools like AI automations in your
I have my own. It's the adaptive integrated defense and execution node. It is proprietary technology yes, I use it in every aspect of my business.
Okay.
Uh,
Did you build that yourself, or did you
I did.
okay, can you tell me more a little bit about that? What does it do, and what is it?
Yeah, you can go to Aiden. So that's Alpha India Delta Echo November dot digital dash twin
Mhm.
uh dot dev, DEV. And that is something that I've actually been working on since I was about 15 years old, that kind of happened by accident. And it's I don't like to say AI, because really what we have is not an intelligence, right? And artificial intelligence would be something that could act without being prompted, right? They could unilaterally negotiate itself amongst the systems with which it's privy, and no model on the market currently does that except for Aiden. Aiden truly navigates, can conduct himself in many different um, fashions. He understands uh, language, voice inflections, emotions, and it's been 15 years. I've had this project, and I just recently made it available.